Here is the pattern for my holiday mermaid with a pointy head, and that's the arm. So I draw the arm and the bodies on my fabric. I use Kona cotton cream color, and here are the hands, the arms, sewn and inverted, and I also stuff the end of the arm, which would be the hand, a little bit to give it some fullness. So I'm lining up where they're going to go, and then I'm going to sew on the machine. Here it is, all sewn, and I cut an opening in the back. I cut the opening in the middle because I know I'm going to cover that with a garland or a boa. So that's why I could put that there. And that way I don't have to worry about making it super neat and covering it up and trying to hide it somehow. So I'm inverting the shape with my shish kebab skewers, pushing out the points. Couldn't get that out of my mouth there. And so I stuff the tail a little bit, and then I like to do a little detail sewing on the tail. Just makes it look nice. So here it is. And next I'm going to stuff the whole body with fiberfill. That's what I like to use. And I use, of course, my scissors to do the stuffing. I just find that they work really well. And I stuff it super firmly. I will say it is a little harder to stuff it when the opening is right at the waist like that, but it always works out. Next, I'm going to sew that closed. There is a more detailed description of how I make those in another video, which you can watch. I just wanted to go past it a little sooner because I've already shown that on other videos. So I'm going to paint her, that's going to be her hat, and I use this red metallic paint, but it's going to get covered anyways, so I always use really good quality materials because first of all they last, and second, they're just the quality, everything about it is just so much better than something that's cheap. So I'm going to paint her bottom tail here red, and I would normally paint a mermaid red even if I'm going to glitter it pink or like a purplish pink. I would just, or red, I would always paint it red. It just makes it easier. And even though I'm going to glitter it, it does have to be painted because the white shows through. Some of the glitter is transparent. I usually use opaque glitter, but some of it, certain colors are transparent. So it's just better to be safe than sorry. So as usual, I got the paint all over my hands, and I would paint a bunch of mermaids and just keep my hands dirty and be super careful so that I don't accidentally touch a spot that is not supposed to have paint on it. So I just put a little red on my brush and made the cheeks, and now I'm using my micron marker to make the eyes and the nose. I use a brown for the nose and black for the eyes. And then I use my thin brush to make the mouth, 2 downward strokes. Yay, glitter! You can never have too much glitter. Dries clear art glitter glue. And this is the glitter that I'm using. So on these, I use the True Red, I believe, is what I used on these. I love that glitter, the True Red. The little Santas that I make, and I glitter with that color and that size glitter, they look like foil candies. It looks like foil, sort of, to me. Anyway, so I'm glittering her hat and her tail. I'm doing the front here, and I'm going to let it dry, and then I'll do the back. So this one is going to be holding a present. These are little wooden blocks that I painted, and I'm making a little bow with this beautiful, it's needlepoint string. Krynic is the brand. It's so nice. It's metallic red. And now I'm using my metallic paint marker, the gold, to make some dots on the box. Now, those dots are really reflective, and they just add a really nice little shine to the mermaid. So what will I put around her waist? I'm going to put a boa. I haven't made a boa one in a long time. I have some yarn that is like a smaller size boa, but this is a real boa, and it just looks so pouty with that boa. So she's going to be holding that present, and here she is, all done. She looks so great. Happy holidays. Thanks for watching. Here she is, all finished. See you next week.